Good morning, guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Christine with a K. And today, there is one special request from my viewers. I know my content of my channel is about travels and activities, but one have suggested that if I could feature a day of being as a personal assistant. So it's about my career here, and I'm going to give that as a chance to give you a glance of my job here. So welcome to my world, welcome to the career that I have been for more than 13 years. So I have been for I started my career as a secretary way back in the Philippines long time ago, and then until I came here I was also secretary from my previous employer, and currently I'm a personal assistant, so for more than 6 years. So our work here in Oman is from Sunday to Thursday. So our weekend here is Friday and Saturday. And let's go before I will be late to my office. So I'm here now in the office. From my place to my office, it's around 10 to 15 minutes. So it depends on the traffic, but it's not really traffic in the area where I am passing. So I'm just going up where we are on the top floor. So it's the busiest day normally for me is the first day and the last day. So Sunday and Thursday is the busiest time for me because going up from the last week pending, and then of course Thursday is the ending things that it should be done before the weekend. Yes. Morning. Hi, welcome back. So my colleague was on holidays for 2 weeks, so she just came back. That's why I welcome her back. So this is my office. Yeah, welcome to my office. Yes. This is my second office actually, because we were here already for more than almost a year. Yes, because before my office location was different. So, and then we moved to different place. So we're all together. Before my office, I'm just alone actually, aside from my boss. It's only him and me. But then when we move here, everybody is here. My other colleagues are all in office. So what does a PA do? I don't want to people think that when you're personal assistants, it's just like basically you're just doing coffee and serving coffee to your boss. Well, here in Oman, we do have a tea boy to do that. Okay. But for me, of course, when my boss is here, I personally serve him his morning coffee. Um, yeah, because after that we're discussing the things for the day. So it's also like coffee meeting. Every morning, the first thing that I have to do is always his diary. That's the most important actually, being a PA, the diary management. So being a PA, you should always have a notebook and pen at all time. So because please come in, you have to take list all the things that has to be done for the day, for the entire week. Actually, for me, it's like for the entire week, so that I always have reminder of the things that I need to be done, and then take all the things that has been accomplished by last week. So that's how it do. So that's really the major thing, the diary management of your boss, because your boss is very busy. So that's the reason why they hired personal assistants, so that to less their burden, so that there will be somebody who's gonna remind them and help them of their heavy load that they're having, because actually it's not only one business that they're having with, so it's a lot of things that they are also doing. As a personal assistant, actually it's not only the office. So for me, I'm also catering, of course, aside from his business, his diary, his personal things, which also includes his family. So I'm taking care of his family, his children, the staff houses. So it's also my, I'm doing that, and also some of his personal real estate. So I'm taking care of it. So actually, being a PA, you just have a time management. It's you have to make sure that you have also you have to make sure that things are organized, so that, and you have always to be prepared. And sometimes circumstances arises right on the moment, and you have to think outside always on the box. So you have to be present in mind. I think that's the one asset that I could be proud of. It's like if things happens like that, I calm down and then think something, because and I'm kind of a person, like, I don't want to wait for, I don't want to wait later, I don't want to wait tomorrow. If there is a task that needs to be done, or it was given to me now, I will do it right away, so that at least you have all the time, even if it's not urgent. So I'm doing it, so that at least if there will be an error, if your boss is not satisfied, you have all the time to amend it, and you have all the choices. Personal assistant is also it's not focusing in one directions. So on my experience, I'm not only a personal assistant, I'm also a travel coordinator. That's my forte. I love doing it. I love arranging all the travels, hotels, and anything about the tourism industry, because I'm a graduate of tourism, way back 2004 in Central Philippine University, Iloilo. So yeah, I never thought actually this will be my career, the path of my career. At this was people, secretary, it's far. I was, during college, I was like thinking to work in the airline industry, hotel industry. Although my first career was in the hotel industry as a sales executive, way back 2004 as well. And then I just had experience for almost a year. After a year, I moved out from that hotel and moved to the law office, because I was like thinking to pursue my study in a law school. So I have trained for almost 2 years in the law office in the Philippines. But then I decided during those 2 years, I really, because I'm really adventurous. of your boss, not ahead of decision, but you're always on the you have always to be on the heads up, so that whatever things that he needs, or whenever he wants, you are always prepared. You have always to be prepared at all times, in all circumstances. So the first thing that I could mention is flexibility. You have to be flexible at all times. I mean, it doesn't mean, like, for example, if I'm working from 8 o'clock in the morning until in the afternoon, I mean, you cannot say, oh, you have to be stick on that working hours. No, it's cannot. So it's like you have always to be available at all time. They said it's 24/7, but it's not, of course, 24 hours, but you have to be attentive with your phone. And then me, whenever I don't have to be in the office so that I can work. So as long as I have the phone, my company phone, and I have internet, I can do all the works. Even it's just one call from my boss, and I could do whatever he needs from me so that I could give it to him right away. So yes, flexibility is very important. So you have to drop everything whenever he needs something, especially if it's really urgent. And the second thing is you have to be positive at all times, which I am a very positive person. So because if you develop this kind of attitude of being positive, so everything will go smoothly as you wanted to do in your work. Yeah. The next I could consider is the communicative. That's very important, because you have always to relay to your boss all kinds of messages. But of course, you have to screen, all that's you have to take note. Not everything, all the calls that you receive, you have to pass it to your boss. You have to screen all the calls, all the messages, so that because unnecessary things, you don't have to add that to the burden of your boss. So that's the reason why you're there, so that you can what to do. There are some decisions that you need to do that doesn't need your boss to tell you. So you have also you have an initiative to do all these communications. But the most important, being communicative, is that you have always all the informations should always be correct, and when you relate to your boss, sometimes your boss will let you attend in behalf of him for the meeting, especially if he's busy and the meeting needs his attention. So sometimes I'm attending a meeting in behalf of him, and sometimes I do attend with him. So that's the time, doing the minutes of meeting. So I'm also doing that one. So after the meeting, it's an obligatory to do the minutes of meeting, so that I could circulate to everybody who was involved during the meeting. Yeah. And next, of course, I already mentioned earlier, a PA should be organized. I mean, it's nice, it's nice to work in an environment that everything is organized, so that it's easy for you to look, it's easy for you to work from step by step, because at the end of the day, it's only you who knows your work. And then the advantage is that sometimes if you're on leave, if all your things are organized from your computer, it has the labels, your folders. So when you do the handover before your vacations, it's easy also for your colleague to look into it. So like for me, for example, like if I'm scheduled to have my annual leave or any leave, my colleague is not having difficulty, because everything is organized. When I do have my vacations, I'm still open actually with the communication from the office, but I'm limiting, because it's the only time that you're having a break from your work. So I always though everything has been done already before I go vacation, so that there will be no heavy loads for my colleague. So but during emergency, if they cannot do it, so sometimes they are calling me, but it's very rarely now. But when I was just new here, I remember the first time I have vacation, it's like it's not really a vacation when I went home to the Philippines, because time to time the office is calling me, but it's okay, I do understand. But now it's very rare for them to disturb me, because somehow they were able to manage it. Next is proactivity. So that's what I am telling a while ago, that you have to be a PA should be proactive. So you have they say that you have always one step ahead to your boss. By that way, your boss will be happy, and it's, even if he's not around, you do your work continuously, and this job, it doesn't mean, and for example, if you did something good, you will be appraised right away, or you will always get a lot of appraisal, but you always have to be self-motivated, so that you can work every day with a full smile, with all this positive energy that you have and spread. And yeah, I think that's the 5 essential things that I could share to you. And the most important ethics of being a PA is having the trust and confidence. It's very important, because see, being a personal assistant, you know a lot of confidential things, and it's only between you and your boss. You don't share anything to anybody at all, to any colleagues, or even to the family, unless it will be instructed to me. But these things, if confidential things, is very important. So it's like we say that what you hear inside the 4 walls of the office, just leave it there. So that's why maybe possessing all these things, these 5 essential trait of being a PA, and the most important ethics is trust and confidence. I'm staying long in every employer, as you can say, this almost more than 6 years, so going to 7 years this year. And also, I'm very proud and honored to inform you that 2018 I got my first international awards here in Oman as being an expat, and I'm very proud being a Filipino. They have here Oman Woman of the Year. They have the category of personal assistant. So last 2018, I was awarded as Oman Woman of the Year for personal assistants. Yeah, it's the first time that they have organized, so I'm the first one who won that award. Filipina. I'm first. Last year it was British already in 2019, so it's very honored. It's not only for myself, actually, and not only for my family, but it's also for, I'm bringing the name of the country, and I'm very proud of it. It's like a validation of my hard work throughout all those years, and I'm very proud of myself. And in life, if you have goals, you just have to work hard, focus to your goals, and it's not, life is not an easy, and every one of us, it's ups and downs, as long as you just have to be positive in dealing with all these things, because once you surpass with that, yeah, you will become more matured, more responsible, a better person, a version of you. So that's all I could share, and hopefully you have enjoyed my video for today, and you have learned something. So anything that you want to ask or clarify, feel free to comment below in my sorry. And yes, I would be pleasure helping you. So that's it, guys. So it's wrap for today, and thank you for those who watched the video from the beginning until the end. Thank you very much, and if ever you like this video, click the like below, and don't forget to subscribe on my channel so that you will be updated, as well as don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will be notified when I have a new videos. Thank you again. Ciao.